Welcome to TJ Finds a Friend. I'm Boomer, and this is my pal, TJ. If you want to go through our entire story and play in our world, click on Story and Play. If you want the story read to you, then click on Tell Me the Story. If you just want to play, click on Click and Play. If you want to go to your favorite scene, then click Pick a Scene. If you've never clicked on the button Click Me First, you'd better do that now.
Welcome to Growing Adventures, interactive stories of everyday life. I'm John Walsh. Each and every day, you and your friends make important decisions, just like TJ and Rose, two new pals you're about to meet in our story, TJ Finds a Friend. You know, parents have a lot to learn about what it's like being a kid today, so it might be fun letting them play too. As you go through the story, if you're interested in more information, just click on the Tell Me More icon in the upper corner of your screen, and I'll be there to help you. But guess what? I won't look like I do now. I'll look like this. So have fun. Watch out, you might just learn something.
This is TJ's bedroom, where he and his dog Boomer sleep every night. TJ tries his best to keep his room clean, but sometimes it doesn't work out as well as his mother would like. Hey, good morning, Boomer. I wonder what's for breakfast. Are you hungry?
Of course I'm hungry. I'm a dog.
Let's go, Boomer.
Okay, but I think I'll take a nap while you get dressed.
Have a great day and be safe out there.
Yum, yum. Yummier.
Three-point shot! Dad! You forgot me!
Oops. TJ joins his family in the kitchen for breakfast. Boomer is always near the table looking for handouts. Even though Mom and Dad have to hurry to get to work, the family always has breakfast together. Hey, Mom and Dad.
Good morning, TJ.
Good morning, TJ. Are you ready for school?
Well, sort of, but I need something for show and tell. Hey, why is that?
The picture is part of an article about a boy who's been missing. His parents want all of us to help bring him home.
You know, I think I've seen him.
Really? Well, if you see him again, make sure you tell your teacher, a police officer, or one of us right away.
TJ, did you know that they also try to find missing children by sending cards in the mail? We just got this one yesterday. Would you like to take this in for show and tell?
What a great idea, thanks. Hey, look, it's the same boy.
breakfast. Why don't I make dinner tonight?
Thanks, honey. I'd really appreciate that. I've got a hectic day ahead of me at work.
Hey, I don't belong in here. I belong in here. TJ lives next door to his best friend, Rose. Their families have been friends for years, and their parents take turns picking them up from school. TJ lives next door to his best friend, Rose. Their families have been friends for years, and their parents take turns picking them up from school.
Good morning, Rose.
Good morning, Mrs. Cooper. Is it okay if Rose and I go skating at the park after school?
Well, all right, as long as Rose's parents approve.
My parents gave me permission to go, but I have to be home by 4:30 for my piano lesson.
Okay, I'll meet you at the swings at 4 o'clock. Now remember our code word, TJ. If I send someone to pick you up, even if you know that person, don't go with them unless you're given the correct code word. Is that clear?
Sure, Mom. I'll remember.
Have a nice day. I'll see you at the park at 4 o'clock sharp.
Okay, Mom. Bye, Mrs. Cooper. Hey, TJ. What's a code word? You mean your family doesn't have one? Well, you should. A code word is a special word that only you and your parents know. Anytime your parents send someone to pick you up, they have to know the code word or you don't go with them. I should tell my parents. We need a code word, too.
I wish I could go to school.
If you don't have a code word, you should talk to your parents about creating one. And if you do have one, don't tell anybody. Remember, it's a secret.
Every weekday, TJ and Rose use the buddy system to walk to school together. Before they cross the street, they always look both ways and pay attention to all of the traffic signals. They never walk alone. I know that, but even after every weekday, TJ and Rose use the buddy system to walk to school together. Before they cross the street, they always look both ways and pay attention to all of the traffic signals. They never walk alone. Every weekday, TJ and Rose use the buddy system to walk to school together. Before they cross the street, they always look both ways and pay attention to all of the traffic signals. They never walk alone. I know that. But even after the signal changes to walk, we still have to look both ways before crossing the street. Okay, it changed. All right, let's go. I don't want to be late today. Welcome to TJ's classroom. Mr. Ferris is a teacher that everyone likes because he always has something new and exciting for the children. Today, Mr. Ferris has been teaching them a very important lesson.
Okay, class. Before we go to lunch, let's go over our safety rules. How about you, Max? Can you remember one of the safety rules we...
Sure. I check first before changing plans, accepting money, gifts, medicine or drugs without my parents' knowledge.
Very good. Thanks, Max. Now let's go over the first rule we talked about today.
I'm a special person, and I deserve to feel safe.
That's right. Now, one at a time, let's go over the most important points.
Always check first. Always use the buddy system.
Say no, then go and tell.
Listen to my feelings and talk with grown-ups that I trust with my problems and concerns, especially if someone makes me feel uncomfortable.
That's wonderful. I'm proud of all of you. Good job this morning. Have a great lunch.
TJ and Rose look forward to eating lunch with their friends. Some of the children bring their lunches from home. Others buy their lunch at the cafeteria. Hey, Max, what's for lunch today?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Chips? A couple donuts?
Yuck! You actually eat that stuff?
Sure do. Why not? It tastes great.
It might taste good, but I want to play baseball when I grow up, and that kind of food won't help me build a strong body.
Oh, I really want to be a football player when I grow up. I guess I'd better start eating healthier foods.
Oh, come on, cheer up, Max. Just fix yourself a good sandwich with a banana or apple. Or ask your mom or dad to do it.
Yeah, they usually do. But sometimes I throw it out and buy the stuff in the morning on the way to school. I guess I won't do that anymore if I want to play in an all-star game someday.
A balanced diet helps keep you healthy and strong. Eating too much of any one thing,
Like sugar!
can throw your body off balance. Remember, you have a responsibility to yourself to keep your body healthy on the inside, safe on the outside.
TJ is a little nervous about his show and tell presentation. The kids don't know it yet, but Mr. Ferris also has something very special for show and tell.
All right. The first thing we're going to do is show and tell. Today we have TJ Cooper.
I'm going to tell you about a really great program that can help find children who are missing from their families. You've probably seen them in the mail. It's important to remember that kids need our help to bring them back home. If you've ever seen any of the children who are pictured on these cards, make sure you tell a policeman, a teacher, or one of your parents right away.
Thank you, TJ. Your presentation has a lot to do with a special surprise I have for you today. The child pictured on the advo card TJ brought in is the same child that's been missing from our town. I have something here I'd like you all to see.
Hi kids, I'm John Walsh from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I'd like to remind you to always check with your parents first before going anywhere with anyone, even if that person is a relative, a friend of your parents, or someone who says he or she knows your parents. If you're not sure you should go, simply double check with your mom or dad.
Okay, kids, take out a pen and paper. It's time for a pop quiz.
Joey, was that you again? Now I'm going to have to call the fire department and tell them it's a false alarm. We'll have to talk about this later.
All right, kids, fire drill. Everyone out of the class, just like we've practiced before.
Mr. Ferris and his class go out to greet Fire Chief Bill and his crew as they arrive. Although he is a frequent guest in TJ's class, today he's here because of a false alarm.
Hello, kids. Hello, Principal Happer. Where's the
One of our students here thought it might be a good joke if he pulled the fire alarm.
I see.
Why are the firemen going into the school?
Hey, that's a good question. They're going into the school because, according to our rules, we have to investigate every call, even if someone suspects it's a false alarm. You see, the time we spend here right now could take us away from the scene of a real fire, where people might need our help to
Yeah, Joey!
Hey, I hope you've learned something here today, Joey. You could get into a lot of trouble if you do something like this again. Okay, kids, would you like to see a demonstration of the fire truck?
Yeah!
Firemen are here to help you and your families in case of an emergency. Pulling a false alarm takes us away from the people who really need our help. It just isn't cool.
Boomer loves to go to the park with TJ and Rose after school. They never take unsafe shortcuts. They always follow the main path. Hey, Boomer's here. Are you going to the park with us today, Boomer?
You bet I am. I want to go play, too.
Well, let's get going.
It's always a good idea to stay on familiar roads. It's not safe to take chances on shortcuts through alleys or streets you don't know. Street smart kids always play it safe.
Mr. Scott was once a teacher at the local school. After he retired, he opened a neighborhood store.
Hi, TJ. Hi, Rose. How are you doing today?
Great, thanks. We just came in for some juice.
Well, you know where it is.
Hey, Joey, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Come on, Joey. That's really uncool. We saw you put the bag in your jacket. Put the chips back on the shelf.
Why? You guys wouldn't tell on me, would you?
Look at Mr. Scott over at the counter. He trusts us in his store, and he's a friend of ours. Stealing's wrong, Joey. Be cool.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That was a stupid thing to do. I feel better now.
Good going, Joey. I knew you weren't a thief.
Take care, Joey. You're welcome here anytime.
Thanks. See you later, Mr. Scott.
Hey, kids, is Boomer with you today?
He sure is.
Why don't you give this wee bone to Boomer? And here's your change. By the way, kids, thanks.
Anytime, Mr. Scott. See you tomorrow. After a full day at school, TJ and Rose look forward to playing in the park and meeting new friends. Boomer's main concern is taking a nap in the warm sun. Hey, Rose. Rose, I thought we were going to race today.
Oh, hey, is that kid painting on our wall?
Sure looks like it. I wonder why. Hey, why are you painting on the wall?
Why not? There's nothing else to do. And I've got no one to play with.
You can play with us. There's no reason to spray that paint all over the wall.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I can't play. I don't have any skates.
No problem. Right, Rose? What's your size?
6.
Here, these will fit. What's your name?
My name is Jessie.
Well, Jessie, I'm TJ. This is my friend Rose and my dog Boomer. Now let's go skating.
Great! But I only have 15 minutes left before my dad picks me up.
Okay, but first, let's clean your... TJ and Rose don't have much time left to play, because Mrs. Cooper will be there soon. Boomer is a little confused because he can't understand how TJ and Rose managed to stay on the swings without falling off. I'm glad Jessie had a good time skating with us today. Yeah, he seemed like a nice kid. What's the matter with Boomer?
Hi, kids. Your mom sent me to pick you up. I'm an old friend of hers from school, and I'll be staying in town for a couple of days. Let's get some ice cream on the way home. Your mom said it.
My mother didn't say anything about a friend visiting us. If you're here to pick us up, what's the code word?
What's a code word?
We can't go with anyone, even if we know them, unless they know the code word.
Well, I see. Well, I guess I better be going.
Yeah, I guess so. What's up, Boomer? Are you looking at that boy over there?
Hi, kids. Are you ready to leave?
Mom, that's the boy. That's the boy whose picture is on the advo card and in the newspaper.
Are you sure, TJ?
Yeah, and that lady said you sent her to pick us up.
What?
Wait, I've got your stuff right here, TJ. Here's the card.
You're right. Okay, we've got to call for help. Let's go, quickly.
Don't ever go with somebody that says that your parents sent them unless that person knows your family's code word. Hey, TJ, what's your code word?
John, that's a secret between me and my parents. I can't even tell you.
He's right.
Remember, even if the stranger looks cool, a smart kid is cooler. TJ, Rose, Mrs. Cooper, and Boomer rush home to call for more help. Without panicking, Mrs. Cooper makes the appropriate phone calls.
In our story, TJ's mother is finding the number for the center by using her home computer. It's important to report the sighting of a missing child immediately. First, call your local police. Then call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Since we called the police from the park, let's hurry and call the National Center.
Right, TJ. The phone number is on the screen. Now read it back to me while I dial.
Okay. The number is 1-800-843-5678 or 1-800-THE-LOST.
It'll be okay. I'm sure the police are on their way to help him now.
Yes, that's correct. He was seen here at Green Acre Park. The local police are on their way. I gave you my number, didn't I? Good. Yes, we'll stay in touch with each other. Well, actually, it was my son, his friend Rose, and our dog Boomer who found him. Thank you. Goodbye for now.
What did they say, Mom?
Well, it looks like Eric will be reunited with his family, thanks to the three of you being alert and aware. The people at the center said you were all to be congratulated on doing exactly the right thing. I'm very proud of all of you.
Later, the whole town gathers in the assembly hall for a very special presentation.
Now, I know you all saw the video provided for us by the National Center. Today we have two very special guests. Please welcome Mr. John Walsh and Police Chief Kirk.
Thank you, Principal Harper. I'd like to thank you all for being here today as we honor two very special students. On behalf of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, we'd like to present special citizenship awards to T.J. Cooper and Rose Wen. Because they were alert and aware, we were able to bring Eric back home to his family. Congratulations, T.J. and Rose.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Wait, there is one thing we're forgetting. We've left someone out.
Come on up here, Boomer.
Ruff, ruff.
We didn't forget about you, Boomer. You're a special citizen, too.
I never got a medal before. Only bones. This is what I call heavy metal.
There he goes again.
This has been a very exciting time for TJ and Boomer, but it sure is nice to be safe at home.
Eric seems like a really nice kid.
I think so. He said he's going to try to get on my Little League team.
That would really be nice if you all become friends. You know, honey, we're both very proud of you. This is something you can feel good about for the rest of your life.
Yes, Boomer, that includes you too.
Good night, hero.
Wow! Did you hear that, Boomer? We're heroes, and we found a new friend.
The further adventures of Boomer, the Wonder Dog, a crusader for truth and justice, bringing joy and hope to the world. A real hero.
Gee, I'm really glad I paid attention when we talked about what to do if you think you see someone who's been missing. You never know what new adventures each day can bring you.